Madam Secretary, would you please call the roll?
Certainly. Sandra Thomas.
Present.
Harold Wade.
Present.
Carolyn Bavona.
Present.
Peter DeNegris.
Present.
Stephanie Harris. Absent. Carolyn Vassalou. Present. Lamont Wilson.
Present.
Saba Uchenguzi.
Yeah.
Keith Hayward.
Present.
Dave Bishop, counsel to the board.
I'm here.
Good evening. Ashley Perez Tabaruco, if I'm saying that correctly. Would you please come to the microphone? Would you please state your name and your address?
My name is Ashley Perez Tiburcio. My address is 44 Lexington Ave in West Babylon.
Okay. And do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Do you own any other property in the town of Babylon?
No.
The records show that an affidavit of posting was submitted, that the property was inspected on 4/31/25. Ms. Bruco has submitted a driver's license, a current telephone bill, a water bill, and a credit card statement. There is an expediter, Jose Espinal. Are you here?
I'm here.
Okay. Do you wish to stand with your client? I'm going to swear you in as well.
Yes.
Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Would you please state your name and your address, sir?
Jose Espinal, 30 31st Street in Coppay, New York, 11726.
Do you have that? Okay. All right. Where is your accessory apartment? It's on the
It's
first
lo-
floor, the second floor?
It's located on the first floor.
Okay. And how many bedrooms are there?
2 bedrooms.
Okay. And is that apartment currently occupied?
Yes.
Is there anyone here that would like to be heard on this application? Are there any questions from the board?
Motion to approve.
Okay.
Motion by Carolyn and seconded by Keith. All in favor?
Aye.
Your application has been approved.
Thank you so much.
Take down your sign and you renewal in 3 years.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good
Thank
night.
you. Carrie? Yes. Welcome back, Mr. Carey. Would you please come forward? Would you please state your name and your address?
Michael H. Carey, 271 7th Avenue, West Babylon, New York, 11704.
And do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do?
And Mr. Carey, do you own any other property in the town of Babylon?
No?
Okay. Let the record show that Mr. Carey has submitted an affidavit of posting, that the property was inspected on 3/5/25. And it passed. That he has submitted a New York driver's license, 2 driver's licenses, car insurance, a bank account statement, a paycheck stub, and a credit card statement. Mr. Carey, where is your accessory apartment?
On the first floor.
Excuse me?
First floor.
Okay. And how many bedrooms are there?
1.
And is that apartment currently occupied?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anyone here that would like to be heard on this application? Are there any questions from the board?
I'll make a motion to approve. Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Pete and seconded by Saba that this application be approved. All in favor?
Aye.
Your application has been approved. You can take down your sign. Your permit will come in the mail and renewal in 3 years.
3 years.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Varghese? Okay, would you please state your name and your address?
Joseph K. Varghese,
258 Irving Avenue, Deer Park, New York, 11729.
Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, then,
Okay. Do you own any other property in the town of Babylon?
no.
Okay. And who is this gentleman with you?
The son-in-law.
His son-in-law
If
then-
he has to interpret something.
Some
Okay.
language
Yeah.
problem.
So do you want to state your name and your address as well?
Yes, my name is Rijo Rajan. I'm living at 2 Florida Street, Deer Park, New York, 11729. I'm just to interpret if he needs,
Say again?
just to interpret, like, if he has to, like.
Interpret
yeah.
anything for him?
Yeah.
Sure.
Excuse me, I have to ask you, did you spell your first and your last name?
It's Rijo, R-I-J-O,
R-I-J.
J-O, and the last name is Rajan, R-A-J-A-N. I'm his son-in-law.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. And do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Let the record show that Mr. Varghese has submitted an affidavit of posting that the property was inspected on 4/21/25, that he has submitted a driver's license, a bank account statement, a car insurance statement, and a National Grid bill. Where is your accessory apartment, sir?
Second floor.
The second floor there.
And how many bedrooms are there?
There are 2 bedrooms.
And is that apartment currently occupied?
Okay, but yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody lives there now?
Yeah, like our family, yeah.
Okay. We have received, all right, first of all, is there anyone here that would like to be heard on this application? Okay, would you please take a seat? There are people that would like to speak to your application, please. Would you please have a seat? We'll hear you. Please note that everyone will have an opportunity to speak one time. That please direct all your statements to the board.
Yes.
And that if others agree with the same thing that you've said, you can come forward and say that you agree with the first statement and submit your name and your address to expend time, okay? So thank you. Would you please state your name and your address?
Catherine Lamberti, 262 Irving Avenue, Deer Park. With a C,
And do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Did you get what you needed?
Lamberty?
T-I,
Yes, now I do.
Okay. Ms. Lamberti?
yes. I was under the impression that the residence must be owner occupied. Neither of these gentlemen live in the home. I also was under the impression that they needed to provide ample parking for their tenants. Meanwhile, the street, you can't even get down the street. There's about 50 cars parked down our street because of all the apartments. They park in front of our house for days on end with out-of-state license plates from the people that live upstairs. Can't mow the lawn, can't weed whack because the cars do not move. When my daughter comes with her baby, she has to park houses away. Constantly different people moving in and out. There are so many people living in this house. There's a finished basement that there's people living in. There's a ground floor. There's an upstairs.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you very much.
thank you.
Is there anyone else that would like to be heard? Would you please state your name and your address?
Oni Rosato, 261 Irving Avenue.
Mr. Rosado, would you please state, do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we live across the street, and these people don't live at this house. I don't think I've ever seen them at the house. And I believe that they own the other house 2 doors down on the other side of the Lambertis. And they don't live at that house either, and that has 2 illegal apartments in it also. So that house is 264 Irving Avenue. And like I said, I have pictures of the street on a Sunday morning. You can't even park. You know, if you guys needed to see it, it's horrible. They don't take care of their property properly,
Okay.
neither house. And like I said, I've never seen these people, so I don't know, how they live there.
Sure. Okay. question?
Question?
Hold on, hold on.
How many families are in the house?
I believe that I don't go inside the house, but there's a lot of cars. There's got to be 8 or 10 cars for the house, and I know there's 3 floors, and there was 3, finished floors, because I remember the old owners that were there, and I believe there's people living on all floors.
Does anyone live in the, is there a
I believe
basement?
so, I believe so. Like I said, I don't go in the basement, but it looks like it to me.
Okay, hold on.
No, the basement is the bottom floor, and there's 2 apartments. Yes.
Aside from the owners, do you see the owners at all? Or
I have
just-
never seen them before, and we live right across the street.
Now, when did they move into or purchase the house?
It's been a couple of years, probably about, 3 years? They've never lived there, but I'm saying they purchased the house a few years ago, came on the market, and before that, they purchased a house across the street from us.
Which is what address again, 261?
That is 264 Irving. And once again, there's no owner in either house. Both houses are rented. You see renters come and go, and I've never seen them.
Thank you very
You're
much.
Hold on, Saba, you want to?
So my question is, what leads you to believe that they own this other house if you've never seen them?
Because they bought the other house first.
How do you know?
There was another couple that was there, and they came over and they introduced themselves. It might have been their parents or some older couple, and they told us, "Oh, we're the new neighbors. How you doing? Nice to meet you." Then they came back a week later and they said, "Oh, where can I go buy garbage pails?" Like just trying to get chummy with us. And oh, yeah, Home Depot. And then a week later they come back and they said, "Oh, you know what? Our daughter doesn't want to come and move out here, so maybe next year," or whatever it was. And this was, 3-4 years ago. I think it's just their game to get close with the neighbors so the neighbors don't, report them. But these people I've never seen before, either one of them.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome, thank you.
All right, is there anyone else that would like to be heard? Would you please state your name and your address?
Catherine Rosado, 261 Irving Avenue, Deer Park.
Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the
The
truth?
whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Okay.
I'm going to agree with, he said she lives in the middle of these 2 houses that the one owner owns
Okay,
on both sides of her. And she was just glad she got rid of potheads this week, right? You
okay.
couldn't even come
No,
out the door.
Please direct your
Yeah,
statements to
you
the-
couldn't even come out the door. You smelled it across the street. This is the renters, and they just moved out this week.
Okay,
That lived in the bottom. The owner, when she first bought from a friend of his that owned the house across the street, she did introduce herself. She said, "My son is going to live downstairs." And then they changed their mind. But I've never seen these people before. It's been rented since the one owner, and I remember it was a woman, bought both sides of Catherine Lamberti.
thank you.
And another couple is supposed to be here. They're not here yet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else? I do also have a correspondence from an Isabel Duff that I will read into the record. I'm writing to you regarding the proposal for the house located at 258 Irving Avenue, Deer Park. The house is located next door to me at 254 Irving Avenue, Deer Park. I have resided at this address for the past 30 years and have enjoyed spending peaceful times outdoors with my family and friends. We have always been respectful of our neighbors. Since the new owners purchased the house, they have been renting it out to various families. I have to tell you that the quality of life of my family and me has declined. This is due to excessive noise of loud music and kids screaming from early morning to evening. This has caused my family and me to stay indoors because of the loud noises. The owners of 258 Irving Avenue have no regard for their neighbors, quality of life, and peace of mind. Whenever someone visits me or my kids and parks their vehicle near the front of their home, the renters come out and knock on my door demanding that we move the car. We would greatly appreciate your assistance in this matter. Sincerely, Isabel Duff, 6625. Would you please come forward again, please? So you have heard the concerns of your neighbors and the allegations that you do not live there and that there's loud noise and a lot of disruption with cars. Do you have a response to these concerns?
Regarding the loud
Wh-
noise.
Please speak into the mic.
Regarding the loud noise, it might have been in the past. It would not happen in the future. What else?
So you're saying this may have happened, but it won't happen again?
Yes, it have happened like in the past. Like we had some barbecue in the backyard, so it might have happened in the past, but like it would not happen. Like, and we will try to make the noise not there at all.
Your neighbors are alleging that there are many, many cars. How many people, where does your father-in-law, where do you live in this house?
Like I don't live there at all. Like he stays.
I
over
thought
there.
you said you lived in the
No,
other
like
apartment.
family lives over there. Like not me. Like I live in 2 Florida Street, so that's a different address at all. So I used to like the gentleman earlier. He said like I used to like I know the other guy, because like I used to stay in that house previously, and he might have seen me. I don't know how he says that he does not have seen me at all, because I was staying there for about like 5 or 6 months when I initially moved to New York.
Sir,
And-
didn't you testify that you lived upstairs when
No.
I asked?
No, I was saying that family lives there, yes, but like it's not me. I live at a different address.
But the address that you gave to the secretary, which was 258?
2 Florida Street.
243.
2
Okay.
Florida Street. It's 2 Florida Street.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have some questions from the board?
Yeah, this is directed to the owner. Do you own 264 Irving also? 264 Irving, 2 houses away.
No.
So we need to,
May I
we
answer the
need you,
question, and then you can interpret?
and you have to speak
Is
into
that
the
a
mic.
Yes or a no?
264. No.
You only own 1 house in the town of Babylon, is that correct?
Then only 258 Irving Avenue.
Yeah, just the 258 Irving Avenue, yes.
You're going on record owning only 258.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
I want to know if you live there.
Yes.
You do live there?
please speak into the microphone so that it's recorded.
Do you live at 258 Irving Avenue?
Yeah, yes.
Yes?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
Then, then 1.5 year.
1.5 years?
Yeah, okay.
Do you know your neighbors?
I don't know the exact neighbors. Then the early morning I go to job. I come back to late.
Okay.
Is the basement rented out?
No. Basement my using.
So you have never seen these people?
I have seen them at least.
Yeah,
I have
I've seen them.
them at least.
We haven't seen you.
We can't have that, okay.
Yeah.
But no, please direct all your statements to us.
So what is the issue with the parking? How many cars are attached to that property?
So
Maybe,
when we have a get together or somebody,
Oh, no, on a
regular-
daily basis, yes.
I have then 3 cars.
like 3 cars.
No, sir, don't do that. Don't do
Okay,
that.
just wanted to show you pictures.
No, but you can't do that.
So you have 3 cars, but what about the people who rent in the house? How many more cars are there? Like all together?
Together 4. I don't know.
I don't know the exact.
You don't know?
So you don't know how many cars your tenants own?
Like total, it might be 4. But like in the driveway, we have a space for like 4 cars, and like right outside the house, we have like space for 3 more.
On the street?
Yes.
All right, is there anyone else
Yeah,
from the board?
Yeah, I'm still not sure.
Hold on,
Just
okay.
want to ask you a question. You said you own 3 cars, and your tenants have 4 cars?
No.
Total 4.
So
Total.
let's say, how many?
Total 4. Total 4. Yes.
Okay. All right. You have heard the concerns of your neighbors and the allegations of disruption, of noise, of asking people to move their cars, and different things. You know, the town of Babylon wants to have good neighbors. We want to have a decent place for people to live and people to feel comfortable. At this point, I'll take a motion to place this on reserve for further investigation. Motion?
To put this application on reserve.
Second.
Okay. So it's been moved and second to put this application on reserve. All in favor? Aye. All right, your application has been placed on reserve. The town will do further inspection, and we will make a decision at another time. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay.
You can,
Okay,
you
thank
can
you.
remove your sign, okay? Thank you. All righty. Thank you, everyone. Nissim Chaudhary? Chaudhary, would you please come forward? Would you please state your name and your address?
Naseem Chaudhary, 25 Wall Street, Farmingdale, 11735.
And do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Chaudhary, do you own any other property in the town of Babylon?
No.
Okay. Let the records show that Mr. Chaudhary has submitted an affidavit of posting, that the property was inspected on 4/8/25, that he has submitted a driver's license. Let's see. I have to look at some other stuff. A credit card statement, PSE and G bill. Okay. Yep, a New York driver's license and a bank account statement from Chase. Okay. Mr. Chaudhary, where is your accessory apartment?
Second floor.
And how many bedrooms are there?
3.
And is that apartment currently occupied?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Is there anyone here that would like to be heard on this application? Are there any questions from the board? Okay.
Make a motion to approve?
It's been moved by Carolyn and seconded by Pete that this application be approved. All in favor? Aye. Okay. So your application has been approved, sir. You can take down your sign. You will receive your permit in a couple of weeks and renewal in 3 years.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Okay.
you.
And finally, Alara Gullah, the first one here and the last one to be seen.
Hi,
Would you please state your name and your address?
my name is Alara Aguilar. The address is 36 Toysome Lane, Deer Park, 11729.
All right. And do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. So let the record show that Ms. Gullah, also known as Bass, is that right?
Maiden last
Has
name.
submitted an affidavit of posting that the property was inspected on 4/15/25, that she has submitted a New York driver's license, a National Grid bill, a bank account statement, and a credit card statement. Ms. Gullah, where is your accessory apartment,
First floor,
and how many bedrooms are there?
1 bedroom.
And is that apartment currently occupied?
No.
Okay. Right. Is there anyone here that would like to be heard on this application? All right. Ms. Gullah, would you please sit, and would you please come forward? Would you please state your name and your address?
My name is Doris Hidalgo. I live at 12 Toysome Lane, Deer Park.
And what's your last name again?
Hidalgo.
A-L-G-O. And your first name?
Doris, Doris.
Doris. Okay, Ms. Halagaro. Halagaro?
I'm sorry, my name?
Yeah, is that how you pronounce it?
Hidalgo.
Hidalgo.
Spanish, like the movie.
All right.
Hidalgo. Hidalgo.
Okay. Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And what is your concern?
So my concern is that I've lived at this house for 42 years, raised my children, now raising my granddaughter there. Right now, there are 15 houses on the block, and 8 of them have accessory apartments. In fact, after this, next week, there's one for 6 Toysome, and instead of it being like I had, where they were all private homes, maybe one apartment. One man had a young man that was disabled, so they had an apartment. Their permit, I think, is expired, but they'll redo it. My concern is that it's becoming like an apartment complex, apartment after apartment after apartment. I don't know this person.
No, please direct.
I'm sorry, I don't know, I have nothing against her. But my concern is that the whole area has become, the one block that I grew up for 42 years, I'd like to live there. I can't move because I'm retired. But having so many people in so many apartments, it's concerning to me. And people moving in and out, you don't know them. Across the street at 19 Toysum, there were people with drugs and everything. They're gone.
With what?
19 Toysum had drugs. We had to call police, and theirs hasn't come up yet either, even though it's been 2 years. Hasn't come to this committee. And the people next door to me, who have they just got their sign. They have one apartment, but they did have 3 in this one house. Now it's, I think, down to 2, but I've never been inside. So my concern is that the area is becoming an apartment complex rather than a home of where everybody knows everybody. It's just a little concerning for me. That's basically it.
Okay. So,
No, I just have qualms with adding all these apartments to our block.
yeah, your concern is that the oversaturation of accessory apartment permits for different homes in the community.
Yes.
Okay. So your concerns will certainly be noted, and the town will certainly be sensitive to that. We thank you for coming forward.
Okay, I do have a question. My husband asked me. I shouldn't say my husband, my partner. Is there an ordinance of how many people can live in a home?
There is, for an accessory apartment permit, the home must be owner-occupied.
Right.
And it can't be oversaturated. In other words, it can't be a rooming house. It has to be two separate families that are.
Right, but is there a number of people, like 10, 15?
Or 50 if they operate as a family.
It can be.
If they're a true, family.
Well,
Wow.
50 is not a good example.
I know, but I get what he's saying. I understand what he's saying. There really isn't a rule.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
For your diligence and your concern, and the town will certainly make note of this, and we will let the town know.
Okay, it feels like my quality of life has really changed. Like I said, I've lived there 42 years, raised my children, and I want to raise my granddaughter there.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, is there anyone else that would like to be heard on this application? Are there any questions from the board? Okay. It's been moved, and a second?
Second.
It's been moved and second that this application be approved. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Your application has been approved.
Thank
You'll receive a permit in 2 weeks, and renewal in 3 years, and you can take down your sign.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and we understand your concern, and we certainly will give the town that kind of information. Yes. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. So, board, we're going to,
I would say that's why we have the program, because before the accessory apartment program, there was apartments, but they were all illegal. And by making them get a permit and coming before the board,
so,
we know where they are, we regulate them, and we try to make sure that they are good neighbors.
yeah.
Right.
All right.
The housing is so expensive that you find more and more people in apartments.
Thank you. Boyd,
Okay.
hold on. Boyd, Lamont and Carol have 1 through 5. The rest have 1 through 4, except for Saba, who has 5 as well. Okay? So we'll approve accordingly. Okay.
All right, we have a full load of renewals by affidavit. Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board. I have for your consideration renewals by affidavit. Number 1 is Gomez, 52 Jackson Avenue, Farmingdale.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Lamont, seconded by Carolyn. All in favor?
Aye.
2 is Mazengo, 78 Montgomery Avenue, North Babylon.
Second.
Motion by Lamont, seconded by Carolyn, all in favor?
3 is Ahmed, 42 Westwood Avenue, Deer Park.
Second.
Motion by Lamont, seconded by Carolyn, all in favor?
4 is Cruz, 17 Neptune Avenue West in Lindenhurst.
Second.
Motion by Lamont, seconded by Carolyn, all in favor?
5 Tavares, 416 Greenlawn Terrace in Copeg.
Second.
Motion by Lamont, seconded by Carolyn, all in favor?
6 is Puma, 681 Outlook Avenue, West Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Harold, all in favor?
7 is Shaw, 146 Headline Road, Deer Park.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Harold, all in favor?
8 is Stelzer, 417 Walker Avenue, North Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Harold, all in favor?
9 is Wyson, 8 White Street, North Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Harold, all in favor?
10 is Carrasco, 5 State Avenue, Wyandanch.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Harold, all in favor?
11 is Rafalco, 1122 11th Street, West Babylon.
Motion by Harold, seconded by Pete, all in favor?
12 is Raza, 122 Burlington Avenue, Deer Park.
Motion by Harold, seconded by Pete, all in favor?
13 is Abreu, 197 West 4th Street, Deer Park.
Motion by Harold, seconded by Pete, all in favor?
14 is Sari, 16 Sunset Avenue, Wyandanch.
Motion by Harold, seconded by Pete, all in favor?
15 is Giarafa, 185 Copeg Place, Copeg.
Motion by Pete, seconded by Keith, all in favor?
16 is Shaw and Chisty, 336 Young Street, North Babylon.
Second.
Motion by Pete, seconded by Keith, all in favor?
17 is Sawwich, 29 Somerset Place, Deer Park.
Second.
Motion by Pete, seconded by Keith, all in favor?
18 is Bonventure, 305 Alfred Street, North Babylon.
Second.
Motion by Pete, seconded by Keith, all in favor?
19 is Dormer, 312 Glynn Street, North Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Keith, seconded by Sabo, all in favor?
20 is Cassius, 15 Adrian Court, Amityville.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Keith, seconded by Sabo, all in favor?
21 is Delegati, 42 West 21st Street, Deer Park.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Keith, seconded by Sabo, all in favor?
22 is Giorgione and Ehrlich, 2 Burnage Lane, North Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Keith and seconded by Sabo, all in favor?
23 Mencarelli, 22 Heathcote Road, Lindenhurst.
Motion by Carey, seconded by Lamont, all in favor?
24 is Nolasco Rodriguez, 250 Walker Street, North Babylon.
Motion by Carey, seconded by Lamont, all in favor?
25 Capalbo, 345 Audley Court, Copeg.
Motion by Carey, seconded by Lamont, all in favor?
26 is Adamas and Diaz, 63 3rd Avenue, North Lindenhurst.
Motion by Carey, seconded by Lamont, all in favor?
27 is Marzaka, 58 Erlanger Boulevard, North Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Saba, seconded by Carey, all in favor?
28 is Barra, 22 South 22nd Street, Wyandanch.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Saba, seconded by Carey, all in favor?
29 is Gaines, 128 East Booker Avenue, Wyandanch.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Saba, seconded by Carey, all in favor?
30 is Papadatos and Borgiorno, 1333 9th Street, West Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Saba, seconded by Carey, all in favor?
And finally, 31 Davis, 72 West 16th Street, Deer Park.
Motion to approve.
Carrie? Motion by Salba, seconded by Carrie. All in favor? Aye. All in favor? Aye.
All right.
Okay.
We have a number of matters on reserve. Are any of them wish to be moved at this time?
On number 3,
3, there's no action needed to be taken by the board, I don't believe.
all right, no action at this time.
Right.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes of May 20th, 2025.
Okay, it's been moved by Carolyn and seconded by Carrie to accept the motion, the minutes of May 20th, 2025. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Keith, seconded